In my last video, I walked through Omarchy, my love for Omarchy, and the simplicity of the setup using arch install and a single wget command. Over in the Omarchy Discord, DHH shared a new ISO beta making the Omarchy installation incredibly streamlined and intuitive, even more so than the process I showed in my last video. This is the Omarchy Beta ISO, and while its ultimate goal is to provide a fully offline installation, this first version is still an online installer. That means for now you'll still need a network connection during the setup process. The goal is to eventually have all the necessary packages on the ISO itself so you can install Omarchy anywhere, anytime. That's coming soon, but it will take some time to get it right. Before we start, DHH has a strong warning: do not install this on a production drive. This will wipe the entire disk and set up encryption, so you'll lose all your data. I've been running it for about a day, but for this demonstration, I'll be using boxes to show you how to install it safely. The ISO beta is available for download on the Discord. I'll leave all the links in the description of this video. I'm sure soon enough this is going to be dropping on the actual Omarchy manual or on the Omarchy site, as DHH and team are hard at work, really focused on getting this ISO out to as many people as possible. I'm sure this will probably drop as a second version, but the first version beta, if you're looking to test this out, is available on the Discord currently. Once downloaded from the Discord, you can begin the installation. For my main machine, I flashed the ISO beta to a flash drive and installed. The only difference is following the detecting network prompt, you'll have to select your network, but in a virtual, it will auto detect, which you'll see here shortly. As mentioned, this is an online only installer currently, so a solid internet connection is required. The process is much easier than a standard Arch install though, especially for those new to it. After it auto detects or you select your network, you'll be asked to create a username and password for encryption. Next, you'll enter your full name and email, then choose a host name or accept the default Omarchy. Finally, select your time zone and keyboard layout, then review and confirm your selections before you begin the installation. You will then be prompted to select which disk to install Omarchy, select the disk, and then confirm yes to format the disk. And off the installation goes. I will fast forward through the installation process so we don't have to sit through it, but it only takes just a few minutes to install, as you can see here. Provided there's no failures or no issues, you will see it's a pretty smooth process. As I mentioned, it'll continue to go through and install all of the necessary packages, etc. It's very similar, again, to that wget process that I showed previously, but the whole purpose, as I mentioned, is to establish an ISO that is eventually offline that includes all of these packages to make that process that much smoother for anyone looking to dive into Omarchy or looking to deploy Omarchy across multiple machines. It's impressive to see Omarchy evolving. And just like that, in just a few minutes, Omarchy is installed. Go ahead and select yes here if you're in a virtual, or remove your drive if you're using a full install, and then select yes. At this point, again, Omarchy has been fully installed, and we will run Omarchy now back in the virtual after that reboot. Now, initial boot times may vary, but like I said in my previous video, after this, it's usually pretty smooth and it opens very quickly after that initial boot up. From here, you'll be prompted with that Omarchy login. You'll go ahead and log in with the password that you initially configured at the beginning when you were prompted for the username and password. It's going to be that password that you selected at the beginning of that setup. With all that said, that is the process to get Omarchy's first beta ISO up and running in boxes. Since I am already running this on my full machine and I'm actually editing this video with the beta ISO installed, I'll go ahead and exit from the boxes installation. I just wanted to show that it completed successfully. Here you can see I have all of my packages and everything here in the unified menu as well that you would get with the previous installation that I showed. It's just a lot easier with an ISO, and I'm really looking forward to the evolution of an offline ISO installer. This is just the first step to the continued evolution of Omarchy and eventual offline installer. Now, of course, you can still go to the omarchy.org and use the previous wget installation process with Arch install, but I'm sure soon enough we'll see the ISO, whether the first version or the second version, soon enough updated in the manual. But in the meantime, if you're interested, head over to the GitHub and Omarchy Discord, links in the description if you want to test out this first ISO beta. Be sure to log any issues found in the GitHub. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, or if you have any questions, I look forward to the discussion as always. Thank you for watching, take care, and stay safe.